So, as we said earlier on, resolution intelligence is much like that of a screen monitor. First of all, we need to understand ourselves first. And this is where that report comes in. So, a bit like how you're looking at this resolution uh, at the moment through the monitor, then we have like a TV monitor, you have all the little pixels there. We have the blue, the green, and the red, RGB, as they say. And what we're trying to do then is look at the quality of the frame. That's why we have a test signal here. And if we understand what is it, what's our baseline here, and how do we view the conflict through these different lenses there, what is it we need to adjust then? And you as a coach then are helping the person in front of you, that client, is how to adjust their controls, just like a remote control. What is that shine that you can see down the bottom? What is it about that shadow that they may not be aware of? What is it? Where is it need to stretch then to really get a clearer view of what we need to address? So again, it's moving the arc to understand towards resolution, to understand themselves with that internal locus of control, and focus on how they know what's driving their behavior, so they can be very much objective about this and focus on that influence piece there. And then for yourself, then is to understand those blind spots. What is it that about my shadow behaviors that might trigger a shadow behavior in another person? How might I focus more on my shine, on my strengths, and understand how I can leverage my shine? And really, it's about sometimes if there's a miscommunication in a signal, there might be bids for attention or bids for communication that we may have missed. So it's all about understanding when the communication is broken down. If people try to sit beside us and then we move away from that person, if they make an attempt to communicate us to a text or an email, that bid for communication is really important for us to understand. And for us, then, it's how do we shine a light on what really the conversation that really needs to happen, as we call not a breakdown conversation, but a breakthrough conversation. And shining a light on that helps us see the light, helps us achieve that breakthrough.